Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Houston Texans. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Faking the give. Now Watson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Going for the deep ball. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 79 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. At their own 19-yard line. Let's go. 30 base. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Murphy. Got a man. It's Brown. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Murphy now on 3rd down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 25 yards that time. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Murphy to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Watson now to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Maybe a free play for Watson. And he is going to go down here, but we also have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Here's Watson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 30 yards there, and, of course, the first down as well. Watson now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Throwing again is Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Watson looks to throw again. This one complete into the hands of Higgins.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a...
And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smiles.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point up and through. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Hey, exit. Let's go.
To throw is Murphy. From the gun, he'll throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Vaughn. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Defense, let's go. Hey, wahoo. Ready?
Here's Murphy on 1st and 10. He gets it to Humphreys. 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get around. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off with great anticipation. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Now a first down throw, Watson. He's going to loft it, deep right sideline. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Houston. 57 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Here's Watson. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point safely through. And that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Mike, 57.
Murphy back to the air on 2nd down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Protein spill. 57's Mike. I know he ain't got it. Hey, Charlie. Shoot.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murphy. Throw left side complete. That's Carter. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 21-0 our score after 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Just like that. Just like Bravo. Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Ready. 57's right. I'm coming. I'm coming. 5. Get it.
Murphy now throwing on 1st down. In trouble, and he's taken down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Hey, jet line.
Looking to throw. Murphy. It's caught. Humphries. And out across midfield down to the 45. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Murphy operating from the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Ready, ready.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Murphy. Throwing again. It's complete downfield, out left to his running back. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Back to throw. Murphy. Dancing to his left. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Here's Murphy. From the gun, he'll throw. And he finds Daniels. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
2nd and 4. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Murphy gonna throw on 3rd and goal. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans push further out in front. A try here for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Texans 28.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. No problem there on the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Joker. Hey, alert.
Watson, off play action. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt when a few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Third and long. It's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gregory. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Being chased out left. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down.
Watch the screen. Watch the alert. Watch the screen.
Out of the gun, Watson. Just keeping the play alive. Trying to improvise. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 29-yard line.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Around the NFL, they're in the second quarter at Lambeau. Early lead in that one for the Packers. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Murphy now, operating from the gun. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. His secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Murphy. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Murphy from the gun, he'll throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Daniels. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, Zoo. Ready?
To throw is Murphy. A final shot before break. He's going to right. It's caught at the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Extra point right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, nice move. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Harold Landry, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Out to the right to Humphreys. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Come on, set. 18, check. Slam. Get it.
2nd and 13. Steps away to his left. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carter. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Full right side complete to Carter. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Wahoo!
Here's Murphy, operating from the gun. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A very solid gain of 27.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Operating from the gun, Murphy. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Back to throw, Watson. And the pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Joey Bosa. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Here comes Carter. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drop.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Harold Landry, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Looking to throw. Murphy. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Ready? 10 Lobo. Bravo. 57. Ready?
Back to throw. Murphy. Throwing left side, it's complete. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Murphy on 1st down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Back now in Houston, it's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Murphy now on 1st and 10, throwing the out route incomplete. It's Daniels, and he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Ready? HG Gator.
Now Murphy throwing on first down. It's caught right side by Daniels. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He'll try and run it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but third and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Looking to throw. Murphy forced out to his left. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From 10 yards out, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 24.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Hey, box truck, box truck. 57's the mic, rock 57. That's right, baby, they don't want it.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. And now he'll tuck it and run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Back to throw. Murphy. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Harold Landry make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Looking to throw. Murphy. And he's going to go down again. Harold Landry In there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Murphy under pressure again, and down he goes again. Harold Landry has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Mike 51.
Now it's Watson. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Watson. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. In for the score, and the Texans have taken the lead. Point after up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Back to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep, and it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. He's going to let this one go deep. And got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Wide motion. That's it. 51, Mike. And no timeout. 9 of them.
Watson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, that play certainly took a long time, and that's why a lot of coaches in training camp, they use a whistle or a horn at about 3 seconds because they want the ball in the hands of the quarterback. They want the play to develop quickly and get the ball downfield. This one had to go over 5 seconds holding on to the football, and then he ends up getting hit, and they have an incompletion.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Check Mike. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Watson now to throw. Buying time to his left. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Hey, Orville.
Looking to throw. Murphy. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the...
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, When you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about you. Throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Throwing again on second down. Watson. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big pickup of 38. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Now it's Watson. A bootleg. Rolling to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Pardon, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Second and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Murphy. From the gun, he'll throw. And an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Here's Murphy on first down. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. After the interception, here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it. He's got a man. Complete. A huge play there in overtime. 42 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it first and 10. Here's Watson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there in overtime. 48 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. To the air yet again, Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So do you put it in your quarterback's hands again? That's the question here on third and goal. Again, it's Watson. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see, and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you,